Welcome back to the John Trading channel. In today's video, I'm going to give you my price prediction for Filecoin in 2023. Can Filecoin reach back at the old all-time high over 5,500% from here? Stay tuned for this entire video as I'll give you my full price targets for Filecoin in 2023. If you haven't already, leave a like on the video, make sure you're subscribed, and leave a comment if you're enjoying these daily crypto videos. Let's jump straight in as I'll give you my first target for Filecoin in 2023. You can see that we're currently on the weekly time frame and we're currently at the $4.40 range. Let's now zoom into this part of the chart so I can give you my first target for Filecoin for 2023. Let's now zoom into this part of the chart so I can give you my first target. The first thing I like to do to find my targets is use this Fibonacci retracement tool. I bring it up to this all-time high here at this $235 per Filecoin. I then drag it down and bring it to this current low at the $2.40 range. And you can see I get the 0.382, 0.5, and the 618 levels on the Fibonacci retracement, which will definitely come into play soon. Let me first scroll into this part of the chart on the daily time frame so I can give you my first target. I'm now looking at this part of the chart, which happened on March back in 2022. You can see that we had this support zone. We had another support zone. We had another support zone in this area through here. Then we got that really solid break below this support zone. We tried to come and retest this zone, and then we came down and made an absolute lower low on Filecoin. So through this area, we had really strong support zones. But what happened? Once we get a really strong break below support, it's going to act as a resistance. As you can see here, price tried to come back. It didn't even reach that support resistance flip. And then we got huge downside momentum from this $16 range. It went down all the way to $2. So a massive decline in Filecoin, which shows this level was very, very significant as we couldn't even reach it. And we had an all-time decline on Filecoin. So through this area, using these support and resistance flips is one of my favorite trading strategies. Once this strong support level gets broken through, it's going to act as resistance every single time if you do back testing in the market. So once price does come back and reaches these levels, you will start to see that people are trying to get out of some of their positions because support initially, then acting as a bit of a resistance level, we'll see a small amount of downside movement. What I do expect to see is when price does come up to this area, we might get a small decline to the downside, and then we'll go rocket through and look for target 2 on Filecoin. I don't expect this to act as a major resistance level in the market, but you will expect that there will be a couple of sellers here using that support and resistance flip strategy in this area. Going back to the weekly time frame, here is my first target on Filecoin so you can see it even better. If we look at the current price, so that $4.40, and we bring it up to target 1, that's over a 280% profit potential on this potential trade. And I definitely think this can happen in 2023. As soon as we see a lot more bullish momentum in the entire crypto market, money is just going to flood into Filecoin as it's a very popular coin, and we're going to see these basically 300x potential returns to the upside. Now let's zoom into this part of the chart on the daily time frame so I can show you my next target for Filecoin in 2023. My second target for Filecoin is going to be in this area at the 382 level on the Fibonacci retracement. And let me explain why. You can see in this area, we initially had a bit of a resistance. What happened? We broke through this resistance level, and then what happened later on? We came back, we retested it as support. We got a strong break below support. What happens then? It then acts as a resistance level. We got this resistance retest, and we had really strong movement to the downside, and price came back up to retest this zone another time. You can see we did come up slightly higher, but look right here, we had rejection. We even tried to come up for a third time, rejection before we went from that $90 per Filecoin down to $2 per Filecoin, going down basically 95% in the market. So this resistance level acting as support is definitely significant in the market. Not only do we have the 0.382, so you're going to have one whole set of traders who use these Fibonacci resistance levels as tools to look for downside momentum. So you're going to have them looking in the market, waiting for that 382 retest to actually sell in the market. You're then going to have a second set of traders who use these support and resistance flips. Once a support level gets broken through, it then acts as a resistance level, and price expecting to come back into this $90 range will have at least a small amount of resistance in this area. You're then going to have a third set of traders. So through in this area here, you can see that we had quite strong bullish trend bars. People were expecting that we were going to go from $90 and break this all-time high for Filecoin, but you can see we had this rejection. So there's people right now who entered in the market right at this price point and are still holding Filecoin in their portfolio. So it went down from $112 and now it's at that $4 range. And what you're going to see is when people are finally able to get out break even on their trade. So when you enter a buy in this market, how do you get out? You have to sell out of your position. So once price reaches back here, they're going to be selling to get out of their old position, saying, thank you, finally, I'm able to get out break even on the trade. So you're going to have three sets of traders looking for downwards momentum. You're going to have Fibonacci retracement tools who use a completely different strategy, looking for downside momentum. You're also going to see these support and resistance flip traders looking for downside momentum. And then you're going to see old buyers in the market trying to get out of their old positions, needing to sell. So you're going to have three momentum plays to the downside at this particular level. Again, I don't think it's going to act as a major resistance level, but price is definitely going to come up and stall in this area, potentially go sideways for a while before we then look for our next target on Filecoin. Scrolling back out to the weekly time frame, you can now see my second target for Filecoin as it acted as these major support resistance flip levels plus this Fibonacci retracement tool. If we're to go to the current price on Filecoin and drag it all the way up to our current price potential for target 2, that's over a 2,000% gain on this particular trade. Now let's move over to my third and final target for Filecoin for 2023. Now let's move over to my target 3 final price prediction for Filecoin. For this target, I like to get rid of the Fibonacci retracement tool and then come over and use the trend-based Fibonacci extension. Now, how I use this tool is I drag it to the all-time low of Filecoin, I then drag it to the all-time high, and then back down to the current low in price at this $2 range. And look how perfect this is. We're even using this Fibonacci trend-based extension, and we're seeing how perfectly one of these levels through here lines up with our second target for Filecoin. But the most interesting part about this is actually looking at this golden zone up in this area, coming to this 1618, 175 level on the trend-based Fibonacci extension tool. Now, this is going to be my third target for Filecoin, as using these high-grade mathematical equations to actually predict where price is going, you'll see that using the trend-based extension and using this golden zone has a high probability in the market on a lot of different coins. If you were to go through and actually backtest using this Fibonacci extension tool, you'll find that price very often comes up and hits this golden zone before having that retracement level. So let's actually see how far in terms of price this is. We're currently at this $4 zone, looking to get up to this $350 zone. You can see that that's 8,600% profit potential on this particular trade. Since this is an 86x on your current buy at the current price, then I do think that this might take into 2024, as we're already halfway through the year and we cannot expect price to basically go up 100x in just a couple of days. It's going to take a bit of time to get to these prices. The reason being is we'll come up to target 1 on Filecoin, have a small amount of retracement in this area before then looking up for target 2. Then we might have a small amount of retracement in this area before then looking for target 3. And all of these retracements do take some time. Plus, even these bull runs are going to take at least a small amount of time. And we might not expect them just to happen in 6 months. But you can see that how using these high-grade mathematical equations to predict where price is going will show you where a high probability area to get out of your trade will be for Filecoin. If you haven't already, leave a like on the video, make sure you're subscribed, and leave a comment if you're enjoying these daily crypto videos. So you can see the first target for Filecoin is over 280% away. Then our second target is basically 2,000% away, and our third target is around that 9,000% away. So these are some really solid levels that I'm looking for Filecoin in 2023, maybe pushing into 2024. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.